Here I am. Here I am. I'm wondering. I can watch videos where every kind of guitar played in every kind of music. You can here listen to Les Paul in country, to PRS in country, not to mention all the Fender. They are staple things in country music. Well, staples. But I haven't found a video in the whole internet where people play an SG guitar in country music. I'm not a soloist, so usually electric guitar are more solo instrument in country music, but I used to strum. Well, I think this is much better than Les Paul for country music. And I tell you, I like Les Paul shapes. I like their maple caps, their colors and whatever. I'm not a good player, but even for what I do, I I haven't played an original. I played Greg Bennett, Hallie Benton. I listened to it. I heard, but it's not something that resonates with me. The sound is thick. It's not what I'm looking for. This is lighter. If you play solos, okay, you know that you have access to the whole keyboard. Did I say keyboard? No, fretboard. I've been watching some videos about videos of keyboard players. You have access to the whole fretboard, and the instrument is lighter, is kind of aggressive, and reminds you of hard rock, AC/DC, whatever. But if you play in a different way, without distortion and overdrive, with a little bit, just it has a mellow sound, but it's not that rich, and I like it. It sits in a position where you can play a lot of music on this, because it's versatile. If you have a pro, I'm speaking about the epiphone, you can skip the split. You can split the pickups at this time of the day, or better said, of the night time. A bit linguistically confused. So I'm all for this instrument, which a little bit sounds like my Les Paul Jr. In fact, this is an evolution of a Les Paul Jr. But my Les Paul Jr. I have P100, which is somewhere in the middle between a P90 and a humbucker. Is a stacked. That means they are not put side by side, one on top of the other, and the one down is just to cancel, and that means that the pickup picking up the sound is the one that is on, but in a way some of the harmonics, some of the what is the name? I mean, there is a name for this. Not brilliant, for the no. Anyway, it's a little bit less, but I like the sound of a humbucker so as well. and like P90s, and the P100, 100, it's good. Many people don't like it. Oh, it's better a P90. I have other guitars with P90s, and the P100 is, to me, is perfectly alright. And in a way, the sound using this pickup is a little bit like my vintage guitar. Vintage is the brand, not which is a kind of Les Paul Junior a single cut guitar. I like red. I have another one by Harley Benton which is red. The place where pickups are, it's a little slightly different, and this changes the sound. This, generally speaking, Les Paul pickups are a little bit spaced, and so the second pickup is a little bit softer the sound. Anyway, but this guitar is neck heavy. I don't give a shit. I tie here, so I know you never seen somebody playing an SG with a strap tied to the headstock, but it's not neck heavy at all like this. I play country music. I used to strumming. I have a pedal called Knockout, and that makes this guitar sound almost like a Telecaster. When I deactivate, I don't use it, it gets back to this sound, so to the humbucker sound. So it's kind of another way to have a split coil sound, but with everything in the middle, because I can. It's a very good pedal. Knockout by Electro-Harmonix. It's over there. So I was thinking about, I always try to check to find something. I want to listen to country music played on SG, and the only person I can find is myself. So sorry. I'm so sorry. I would have never thought this guitar could grow on me. But I've a lot of low budget electric guitars. This is, I got it second hand, so it was always a low budget. I think it's 300, and I always put S everywhere. 350, I don't know. I got it for 100 something with the good case. The instrument is better than my Harley Benton, but my Harley Benton is not the best SG Harley Benton. So I should compare with a more expensive Harley Benton, and I think Harley Benton is always better bang for the, what is it, for the money, is value for money. And I like the one with the plastic thing, but this doesn't have it. So I was stating the obvious, that it's not obvious for some reason, that this guitar can play country music very well, and I think better than a Les Paul, even if it has humbuckers, I say, with a kind of tweaking with equalization, and you can really have a bright sound on this guitar, but not so obvious, because sometimes I have a new Telecaster, but it has Stratocaster like pickups, so I can use this one without being too harsh, because I repeat, I used to strum and sometimes it's too harsh. Even the Stratocaster bridge pickup, because it doesn't have the tone, but my new Harley Benton TE80 has a Telecaster with a Stratocaster pickup at the bridge without the metal plate, and I can use the tone, so I can use this pickup and have a decent sound. But generally speaking, for some reason, Telecasters, because they have another pickup here, but it's too, soft. So I think that for the what I do is sometimes harsh. This isn't. The other Strato Telecaster have the 8 by Harley Benton. It's beautiful, it's not expensive, and I said before, if you like hardy Stratocasters, hardtail, I mean without the vibrato, they're quite similar. Obviously they look like Telecasters and they have only 2 pickups, but I think that guitar I like better than my other Harley Benton standard Telecaster T52. But that's a must if you play country music, and I got it, but the other one is, to me at least, better. So I think this is an attempt by Gibson to join the Fender. It's always a one-upmanship between Fender and Gibson. Gibson has done models that are got something of Fender, like the Explorer, the Firebird sound. Fender has got new their own take of humbuckers. They are Fenderish. They got the Jaguar model, which is a short scale. The only thing, as far as I know, Gibson never made Fender scale guitars. While I have a Squier Jagmaster, which is strange. It's a short scale, shorter, 24 inches, very short, with 2 open 2 humbuckers without plate in front of them, and a Stratocaster vibrato. Very strange, but also that guitar has a good sound, because the only offset guitar I have with the humbuckers. And this is what I wanted to say. I shot another video where I spoke for nearly 30 minutes in Greek. Speaking about languages. Goodbye.